I'm about to tell you why everything you think about confidence is complete bullshit. And I'm going to teach you what confidence actually is and not what you think. First thing you need to understand about confidence. Confidence is not a feeling. I'm gonna say that again. Confidence is not a feeling. But you know what confidence actually is? Confidence is action. Confidence is your willingness to try. Confidence is your willingness to take action on something. But you're still sitting there thinking, Danny, but I don't feel confident to start the business. I don't feel confident to post that video. Cool. You're never gonna feel it. But you know why? Because confidence comes after you do that thing 50 times, 100 times. Think about the first time you tried to use chopsticks. You were probably trying to use them and had no idea, using both hands, but then all of a sudden you understood how to use chopsticks. Maybe you didn't watch a YouTube tutorial on how to use chopsticks. You developed the muscle memory, so therefore you became more confident in using the chopsticks so you could feed yourself. So stop waiting to feel ready and start feeling like, okay, I'm going to take little micro actions. I'm going to take the little action steps to get there, because that feeling is on the other side of you doing the thing. If you want to unlock real confidence, kind of confidence nobody can take away with you, you have to get really real with who you actually are, who you are as a person. Of you, society expects you. But here's what most people don't realize. There is no fixed self. Who are you right now? That is a collection of the beliefs that all of the people around you, all of the thoughts and experiences you've had, have molded and shaped you into being exactly who you are at this moment. When I was young, I was told I wasn't smart. I was told by teachers that I should just give up early. Told I act wrong, I looked wrong, I was doing things wrong, I shouldn't look like this, I should look like this, I should get this. What I did, I believed them. I believed all of those people telling me that this is how I should be, this is how I should act, this is what I should believe in. I took on all of these beliefs and made it my identity. I made this who I was, so you can change it at any time. You can decide to write a new story for yourself, change the path, change the narrative, and decide to live a life that's different. Literally choose who you want to be every single day when you wake up. Who do I want to be today? Who am I becoming? Ask yourself, what do I actually like? Most people are saving up for things that they can't afford to impress people they don't even like. Not what I'm supposed to like. What do I actually like in my core? What do I accept? What won't I accept? What am I going to accept in my life? And what I'm going to be like, actually, that's something I don't want in my life. Maybe everybody else is okay with that, but that's something I am not okay with. What are my non-negotiables? For me, respect is a non-negotiable. If I lose respect for you, there's no way you can come clawing back from that. I had somebody physically abusive to me in the past. There's no way. There is no way I'm letting you back in my life after you've done that. No matter how many times you say sorry, no matter how many times, yes, you made the mistake, you are not coming back into my life. That is the boundary I set. You laid your hands on me once, that is enough. If you are allowing people back into your life after they've done things like this, you ask yourself why. What part of you of forgiving them or letting them back in your life, giving them another chance, is actually helping you build your confidence right now, because you are just reclusive and letting them in, and actually you should be setting stronger boundaries for yourself. Backing yourself, believing in yourself, standing up for yourself. So start getting to know yourself, start studying yourself, because the biggest thing in life you should study is you. Your behaviors, your patterns, your triggers, limiting beliefs, the things that are holding you back, the stories that you tell yourself, so you can understand, why do I act like this? This is a pattern that I keep reliving. It is up to me to break that. If you keep attracting the same stories, the people always do this to me, I always attract the same men, I always attract this in a job, change the story. Somewhere along the way you're approving of that story and you're getting that validation, but you're living out those stories that have been in your life this whole time. Nobody is going to understand you if you can't even understand yourself. How can you ask for what you want in the world if you don't even know what you want yourself? Third thing that might sting a little bit, confidence is not built when you're winning. Confidence is built when you're in the fire, when you're running around and things are going wrong. This is where you can build the resilience. You can build the resilience to have more confidence in your life, because all of those moments when you failed, all of those moments when you had the heart broken, where you embarrassed yourself, where you got bullied, where you got rejected, where you got laughed at, those weren't setbacks. Those were your training ground. Those were your training ground for your next era, for your next evolution and your next step. I used to think all of my childhood trauma, all of the bullying that I had, my ex-boyfriend, the online trolling, I used to think that those things broke me. But those were the things that made me. They made me resilient. They made me strong, because every single time I got knocked down, I chose to get back up. Each time I was building more and more and more confidence. Every time I tried something, even if I failed, even if I was scared, I was still building confidence. Most people think confidence means you're not afraid, but that's not true. Confident people are scared all the time. They do it anyway. When I started showing up online a few years ago, I knew people were judging me. I got told I was getting my videos sent into their group chats. People were laughing at me, asking, what's Danny Danny doing? And showing up online knowing people are saying terrible things about you isn't easy. And you know what? It hurt me. Of course it hurt me. I made a choice that I was going to show up for the one person on the other side of the screen who cared what I had to say, who I knew I could provide value for. And if I could show up for one person, that was enough for me. It wasn't for the millions. It wasn't for everybody. If one person watches this video right now and has a bit of a shift, a bit of an impact, that is enough for me. I'm not showing up for the haters. I'm not showing up for the people who love gossiping about me. I'm showing up for the person who is struggling with the same things I struggle with because I know I can provide value to that person. That's confidence. That's doing it even though people are laughing at you. That's doing it even though you're not very good there. That's doing it even though you've just made a mistake. That's continuing to sing after you just forgot the words. Because doing it matters, not because it's easy. If it was easy, there wouldn't be any reward. So stop running from the hard things in your life. Stop avoiding discomfort, because that's where your confidence, your resilience is built. Main point number 4, this is take responsibility. You have to take radical responsibility for your life because everything in your life is under your control, whether you like it or not. I know you've been through shit. I know you've had a really hard time. I know life hasn't been fair. Trust me, I get it. But blaming gives away your power. Responsibility takes it back. Even if it wasn't your fault, even if something that was so fucked up happened to you wasn't your fault, if you can manage somehow to take responsibility for that, it takes the power away from them and it gives your power back. It would be so easy for my life story to be like, oh, well, I didn't do that much with my life because I was bullied online, because other people hated on me. I used to wake up with death threats on the internet, have hundreds of people messaging me horrible things, hit on the bus with school. Like, it would be so easy for me to go into that story and not build something for myself. But the moment I take responsibility and I say, okay, this happened to me, what can I do now? How am I going to get out of this energy? How do I want to impact the other people in my life? How can I show up with more confidence and with more aspiration in my life? Because when you take responsibility, you have the power, not your abuser, not your old teacher, not your family. Stop being addicted to the suffering. Stop recreating the same drama because that's all you know. Start telling yourself, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that person who went to school crying every day. I'm not the person who gets cheated on in every relationship. I'm different now. And watch how quickly your life changes when you start adapting that mindset. Because what happened in the past literally happened in the past. It's gone. You can drag it with you. And I know this is really easier said than done, but it does take a little bit of work. But you're worthy of doing this for yourself. And let's start rewriting a new narrative for yourself. And lastly, stop looking outward. Stop looking at everybody else. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop scrolling through social media, other people's highlight reel, and just thinking, oh, I'm behind. I'm not going to make anything of myself. Because you're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. When you accept that this is where you are now, your confidence is just going to skyrocket because you're not comparing yourself to Sally down the road. You're not comparing yourself to anybody else. You're accepting this is where you are in the exact moment and this is where you're meant to be. So the only person you need to focus on right now is you. The only person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with is you. Friends will come and go. You might move away from your family. Your parents will die one day, but you are always going to be in your body, your vessel, your life. So start getting in a relationship with yourself. Literally tell yourself, today I'm in a relationship with myself. I'm getting married to myself for the rest of my life and I'm committing to my relationship with me. Stop following accounts that make you question yourself. Stop consuming content that makes you doubt yourself because your attention is your most valuable asset. Protect it, curate it, use it intentionally. Don't just be mindlessly scrolling all day and then wondering why you feel bad at the end of the day because you've just been comparing yourself to a million other people on social media when you could have been investing that time in the relationship you have with yourself. What it is that you're creating, what it is that you want for your life. Because confidence isn't about being better than everybody. It's about being willing to show up for yourself even when it's scary, even in the trenches, even when everything seems like it's going wrong. So what I want you to do right now is go and do one thing that makes you feel scared. One thing you're putting off because you're like, I'm not ready yet. Send that message, post that video, just one thing. Should this start stacking your confidence? Because just remember, confidence is not just a feeling. It's your action. It's your willingness to do it. It's your willingness to try. It's your willingness to be seen failing and still get back up. Repetition. No wonder you don't have the confidence to post on social media because you've not been posting. No wonder you don't have the confidence to go on dates because you're not going on dates. Think about the thing that you want more confidence with and start doing more of that thing today. Because you deserve to live the life you want. You deserve to take up space. You deserve to be seen. Stop trying. It's cool to try. If this activated something in you, let me know in the comments and remember to be kind with yourself. This is my Danny Lent love and shove. Everything I'm saying to you right now, I'm saying because I love you. Because I believe you're meant to do more. I will see you in the next one. Go and do one thing today that makes your future self proud. I love you so much.